Hey guys, happy weekend. This reading is going to be for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to try to hit it from a few different angles, given we've got the new moon on Sunday. Okay, so it's going to fall into different categories for different people, depending upon, a lot of different things. Okay, so I pulled clarifiers too, as you can see, for each of the sides. I want to get you as much as I can, but we come in with the Two of Wands and the Magician. Okay. Great cards to have if used properly. Okay. Keep in mind, we've got Lilith in this picture here, okay? And there's no lesson in there, there's no blessing in there. There's just, for a lack of a better way to put it, it's a person scorned, out for revenge, just for ha-has. And it's you just want to be forewarned. Just be forewarned, okay? People that come into your life that you don't know, that you run into, just keep in mind that what you see may not exactly be what you get, okay? So there you have it. Pretend it's a big masquerade party, right? And you've got to just pull on your intuition to see what's really below the surface there, okay? But normally that's great energy. The Two of Wands is, a bold move. It's thinking, though, long term. It's making a smart, wise, thought out plan for what you want to do. It's not something that takes off right in a second, right? It's okay, we want to move overseas or we want to quit our job. We have to restructure our budget. Do we keep the house? Do we sell the house? Right? Do we move here? Do we move? There's thought in here. It's not a lofty plan. Okay, it's a thought out way to do something, and I think that it's great. It can be something too, like you change jobs in a drastically different area. Like you go from a corporate position and you go into, a tiny little boutique of your own. Example is something that's that vast, okay? And with the Magician card underneath it, you can absolutely do it, okay? The Magician, though, too, like is about paying attention to detail, right? You don't want to miss something. You want the plan to be thought out here. Because with the Fool here, that can be, the difference between a thought out plan, right? And a stupid move, basically, okay? But we come in with the Knight of Cups. I just love this card. It's actually a nice Knight of Cups card. Okay, but he's armored up there, so he is a little bit apprehensive in this deck, so he may be putting a little bit more thought into his relationships than before. He may have a better grasp now that, he wants a drop spot. He wants to stop moving. And I'm glad that the Six of Cups is in our bottom here, and I'll show you why, because I think they're vastly connected. Okay, and you've got Leo, the Strength card here, which is perfect. You've got the Fool card, again, perfect. We've got this is where it gets a little messy, and this is where I think Lilith interjects here. The Seven of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the Knave of Coins. Okay, then we've got the Devil, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Cups. What I want to say here is, okay, now we've got a few things that can be going on here. Okay, I'm going to try to hit many different angles, okay? 3 10s here, okay? 10, 10, 10, okay? 3 10s can mean recognition. It can actually mean fame, guys. So don't discount yourself, okay? Because this is the kind of moon that we're coming into that can really just make things like that happen, okay? Now, the other part I want to touch on is in here also, we can have large sums of money come, okay? I think too there could be either you'll need to take a journey or important news comes from a distance. Something to those regards too. And again, I'm trying to hit this from all different angles here. But what I want to camp out on right away, because I don't know why I'm getting this, because we've got the Knave of Coins in here, not the Queen. This card and this card, you or someone coming at you, one of the two, you want to be careful here that you use your powers for good, basically, okay? Because I just feel a lack of scruples, tenacity, there are pros and cons to all of our gifts, right? It all depends on how we use them. Okay. Hang on a second. Okay. Again, I keep hearing fortune in here. I don't know where that's coming from. But you have within your power to make whatever it is that you want happen. Okay? You do. You have that strength at your disposal here. Okay? You can pursue happiness in whatever that way is to you. And I'm glad that this is the card that we're ending with here. Okay? I'm just going to say here, don't do things that are underhanded. Again, Lilith is in this transit. She can absolutely come into your life and throw you completely off course. And then you will really kick yourself in the ass, because it would be for something so ridiculously stupid that you would really kick yourself for. So just realize that you've got the power here to create an amazing life for yourself, like literally magic happens here, or it can be the spiral downfall for you, right? This can be good or bad. There's something in here with this as far as some kind of underhanded, how do we say, what is the word? It's if someone asks you to do something that you know is not ethically is not even the right word. It's a misuse of power, right? It's like someone badging you in to a company into a restricted area, and then someone wreaks havoc in there. It's something that's not, it's something that you normally wouldn't do, but there's a possibility here that something like that happens, okay? There'll be consequences for sure, okay? Don't be foolish. Don't be foolish here. You have opportunities, don't make them problems. Okay. Again, that was a direct message. The only cards I think it can possibly play out for are these, right? Or this person can very easily be sucked down the rabbit hole, but I don't think that's the case, because I think that whatever quest that you're on, you are looking at things in a more mature way, in a more settled way, right? What I think is happening here too is that all roads point home, like home here, to your soul home, the place that, it's content, it's joy, it's fulfillment, right? Your life is in a good place. I think too here that the wheel turns, and I think that there is like financial, I'm talking like lotto gains. That's the only thing I can equivalently put it towards. It's something that is, I don't like that word fortune or fame or whatever, because that sounds so trivial. This is something really that could change your life. Okay. So there you go. Now I want to go across here. All right. Now we've got the Knight of Cups, the Strength card, and the Fool card. The clarifiers are the Seven of Cups, a choice. Okay. You've got the Three of Swords here and the Four of Coins. I don't think that Three of Swords is a heartbreak card. I don't. I think what it's doing is the Three of Swords are crossed like this. They open up and it gives you a clear sailing. That's what I think it is. I think the obstacles that may have been in your way cleared out, right? And you could even be moving. And that Four of Diamonds is a card of the Four of Coins is you're on financial footing. You've got the finances to do it. You're getting the finances in line. If you're selling a house, you're getting rid of the stuff. What do I keep? Do we sell the house? Do we keep the house? Like I said, that Seven of Cups coming in here is make sure that this can be a plan that can be anchored. With this card coming in here, I don't see why you wouldn't do that, right? I really don't. But again, with Lilith in here, it could be stupidity. Don't do it, guys. Use your powers for good here, okay? And focus on the things that you need to focus on. Don't be distracted. This is a distraction. However this shows up for you, I feel this is a huge distraction, okay? The Strength card in here, I don't think that's a temptation card. I don't. I think it's the strength that you're going to need with this. This is also strength, I feel, right? There's fear in here. There's a lot of emotion in here, but we need it to push through sometimes. And in here, I think it's a great card, okay? All right. So that's what I think is happening on, I think you're forging ahead. I think that it's an emotional journey. Yes. I think you're open to it. Yes. Do I think you're fearful? Yes. I think that that's why you're armored up here, and rightfully so. I do think the Devil card is fear. I do. Big moves are scary, right? I get it. I'm open, I'm receptive, but I'm scared as hell, but I'm going to do it anyway, right? Okay. I think that's great. All right. Now we've got the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Knave of Coins. Our clarifiers are the Two of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. So we've got the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and we've got the Two of Swords and the Ten of Swords, okay? I think here that this is ambition. I think it's drive. I think it's the force behind something you're really trying to make happen. You can move mountains when you want things to happen. What is that saying? First do what's necessary, then do what's possible, and then before you know it, you can do the impossible. That's what I think is happening here. This Ten of Wands, normally I would say, oh, but I think it's a lot, but I think you want more and you're pushing for. I think, again, these are power cards. I think these are working in your favor, okay? It's just, you've got to push through things. It's a lot going on, but you know what you want. Okay. This is the card that scares me because there's always a little bit of, I'm going to cut a corner here. You don't want to do that. Okay. And your clarifiers are the Two of Swords and the Ten of Swords. The Two of Swords and the Ten of Swords can be those polarities in life, guys, where we say, when we're young and stupid, we even do it when we're older, I guess, too, right? We just, let's cut some corners here and it bites you in the ass. Let's do this and it bites you in the ass. These are two cards that just say, we'll agree to disagree. Like too, when you let your deal breakers, you let someone storm over your deal breakers, right? And now you're in a relationship that, it's not wonderful because you've kind of created the shitstorm that you're in, right? And the Ten of Swords is saying no more. Right? The Nine of Wands too, and the Ten of Wands. Again, guys, I don't think it's negative in here. Okay. I think this card can play a negative part. If it shows up, please just avoid it because you're heading somewhere really great here. The 9 and 10 of Wands here, I don't think it's bad. I think, and the 7, right? It's the oomph we need. It's like Aries and Leo mixed together. And I'm not calling those shots as that's what they are. I'm not. I'm just saying it's that oomph. It's that, it's the armor up you know, Leo holds the door and Aries goes through, right? It's just the raw determination, I'm going to do this. And sometimes that gets a little bit, it can get a little bit, you want to know who you're doing business with. You want to know who the people are around you, because you want only the people that are going to help you get through here. And I don't think that that's the case. I think what you're pushing for, you're going to be fine. I think the 9 and 10 of wands are, the 9 is the 11th hour, right? It's a lot. The 10 is the start of it, right? And that's where I think the 10 of swords comes in too. You've got 2 10s. They're starts and ends. We're not thinking this way. We're not going this way. We're going this way. Now you've got the 2 10s are clear cut. You see clear cut. That's what those 2 cards are meaning to me, right? This is the work still. Now we're here. You know, it's the 11th hour and we're pushing through it, right? This is vision too, guys. It's vision that is got a special creative edge to it. But in here, I think it's Lilith. I don't know why, but I really do. So you want to watch out for that. So if you're doing this, really a big thing right now, you want to watch out for people that, and things, right? Don't sign something that sounds too good to be true. See the paperwork, right? Now in the bottom cards, we've got the Devil, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups, honestly, is a drop spot. It's a drop spot where you are content. You're in a good place, right? It's again, we came upon it earlier in the week too. It's right where we pull upon, you know, those nice times in our lives where we want to bring them forward now. We just want to still feel like that, but we want to bring it forward in a sustaining way. The Devil card, again, is pushing through fear. It's I'm fearful, but I'm doing it anyway. And the Wheel of Fortune card is saying it's a cyclical change. It's time. It's happening. You're now going to reap the harvest for the things that you've been working on. And the 6 of Cups is you've really found your home within your soul. When you're content there, no matter where you are, the craziness around you won't sway you because you're home. You're content. You're peaceful in your soul. Right? And that's with the people you're around. That's where you're around. Your life is good, right? We choose every day. Every day we choose to be miserable or we choose to be happy. This is a card of choosing to be happy. It's a harmonious card, right? And we've got the King of Coins. We've got the 8 of Swords, which I think is this. You're pushing through your fear. And you've got the 3 of Wands. So now the 2 of Wands, which is the energy coming in here, which is the plan, is now deployed in the 3 of Wands. And your ships are coming in whatever form that is, right? You want to sell the house sells. You want to buy the new house, the house is here. You want to move, it moves. There's messages coming in here too from, I think, something at a distance. You either hear something from a relative of the distance. There's a weird thing in here too that I keep getting about that ancestry.com. So maybe you learned something about your lineage that you're either thrilled about or not thrilled about. But either way, it fills in a missing space. Maybe as to why, you know, our mannerisms come from those things. Like we do things we don't even know why we do them, right? Like twitches, or we just do things, mannerisms that come from lifetimes ago. You know, you may really, if you've got gifts in here, which you do, you've got Leo, they're very intuitive. Capricorn too. Okay. The Fool is Aries. They're very intuitive. You've got the Magician. I'm going to say in here, honestly, I think you may hear from relatives. Your guides may be your relatives, and you may really hear from them like you've never heard from them before. Don't let it freak you out, really. I get it. Okay. But this is a very grounded energy here. This is not someone who would, this is, I know my true value now. I knew my true drop spot. I think this is going to be great. I don't think this is going to be a negative reading for anyone. In a relationship, I don't think it's going to be negative. In a big move, I don't think it's going to be negative. In a business venture, I don't think it's going to be negative. The only thing that I am really worried about, guys, really be conscious. Don't let someone take you for a ride. Don't do that. You're right here on the threshold, and I'm telling you, I think there's financial gain in here, but I can't even leave it at financial gain. The only thing I can equate it to is like you go from rags to riches, like overnight. So like the lottery or an inheritance, something may come to, like I say, from a distance. You maybe do something that you didn't know about, or something comes to be, or, again, 2 eclipses and a new moon could mean anything. This is when the magic happens, guys. Don't be scared by these things, really. Okay? If you've been a good person and you've been doing things in the right way and you've really been above board with things, right? I'm not talking lessons. We all go through lessons where we have down spots, but I'm talking if you're not someone who's out to, to take someone for a ride, if you're not doing something negative like that, right? You're gonna get a just reward here for real. So keep pushing through whatever you're pushing through. Watch out for this. Don't misuse your powers here, okay? Because I just keep hearing tenacity. Don't think you're superior to anyone else. Like I said, we're all unique, but we are no more special than anyone else. Okay, so whatever you're pushing through, you're right here on the threshold. Don't push people down. Don't do that. I don't know why I'm getting these things. There's just a lot in here. There's ancestries in here. There's you meeting your guides in here. There's money, financial gain, relatives from a distance. Something comes from a distance. If paperwork is held up, it may come through. Okay, anything like that. The world is your oyster right now. Whatever you've been going on, this makes me very happy. Okay, because this is you finding your place, your contentment in life, and I love to see that kind of stuff, right? So that's what I think it is. This is power. It's power and fear and pushing through it. Do not let this align. This will take you down like a horse. Don't do that. Okay? So there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. I think this is good. Okay? Listen to your intuition, not to strangers. Okay? If your gut is off about something, trust it. Okay? Don't let your mind get in there and beat the crap out of it. Really just trust it. Okay? You've got what it takes here. Okay? There you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I will be more than happy to do anything for you. Okay? Thank you so much.